All right, and we are recording. Hi, everybody. My name is Lindsay Radzik, and I am in Michigan. I'm actually Director of Field Leadership with Living to Be, for those of you who don't know me. And I'm just excited to bring everyone together in the morning time, different time zone, wherever you're at. But I appreciate each and every one of you making the effort getting on this Zoom conference today because I really want to help you grow and develop and build your business. I have experience in networking, 6-7 years experience, but I, had 3 years in before I really started to develop myself and learn the skills that were required with not only becoming successful with my own opportunity, but then being able to help my team become successful through duplication and just building their skills. So I want to help all of you hit fast forward and not have those 3 years go by without you having to really dive in and do the work. So today, please reach out. Let me know if there's things that you'd like me to discuss on these morning trainings. We will be doing 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. And I'm going to do a poll today in our affiliate group and see what you guys prefer. Do you like the Zoom conference? Would you prefer I go live? How do you want to interact on these morning trainings? Because these are for you. I really want to hear from all of you and see what you think. So there's a little background noise. You're just probably going to hear Harrison because he's just a little go-getter in the morning. Okay, so I also want to hear from you guys in regards to anything that you are struggling with or really want to work on, because I will gear some of my trainings towards that. So this morning, I want to talk about the art of the invitation. So a lot of times what holds us back is we're not really putting everything out there that we could to share our opportunity or our products with the people in our lives that are already in our circle. Before you're going out and meeting anybody new, you really have to talk with the people, your warm market, and let them know what you have in your hands. That's going to help you just kind of market to the masses, so to speak. If you're not sharing with family and friends in your immediate circle, then you're really missing out on putting together a great team of people. I remember I had somebody say to me, who would you want to travel the world with? Those are the people that you need to go to first. And then Calvin said on a training last night on our Zoom conference, surround yourself with good people and just build relationships. And then, if those people are interested in what you're doing, you're just going to ultimately have this great group of people that you're working with that's part of your team. So when you go to invite, the first thing that I want you to keep in mind is to always be authentic, always come from, that genuine place inside of you where you're thinking, wow, I really love what I'm a part of. I really love what this can do for me. And I want to share this because then I know what this can ultimately do for other people as well. And you always want to come from that place of helping others, because that's just going to continue to help your confidence level. And it's also going to just make sure that your heart's in the right place. And I think that we all, our information, our input is received better when we're coming from a place of authenticity. So the first step when you're inviting is to be in a hurry. And this is a training I'm taking from Eric Worre. The Network Marketing GoPro is a book that we were reading as a group and just has a lot of great information that you can use to help articulate your own style when it comes to building relationships and reaching out to people. I like when he says to be in a hurry, because when you're in a hurry, then you get to just drop a little nugget and expose. You don't have the opportunity to throw up all this information that isn't necessary in that first contact. This was a mistake that I made in the very beginning. I was so excited and I just, essentially vomited all this information onto people that they weren't even looking for. My face was just frozen. This information that they weren't even looking for. And so when you're just spouting off information, which it's okay if you've already done that. You know, a lot of us make mistakes in this industry, and it's about, you know, taking those mistakes and you know, strengthening ourselves and developing our character and building on everything. But, you know, really hone in on asking questions. And when you're in a hurry, it only leads a minimal amount of time. And then this person already knows, like, listen, they're in a hurry, so let's just, you know, make this quick. And I know Alexis is great at this because we've had this conversation where she stopped in a couple places and said, listen, I'm taking my son to school right now. I'm in a little bit of a hurry, but I just wanted to get you this information to see if this is something that you'd be interested in. So if you have a pen and paper, write down to always be in a hurry for all of your invitations. Step 2 is to compliment. I'm sure you hear compliments a lot in our trainings, and because I believe that there's not enough complimenting that goes on in today's world. You know, we're such a fast-paced worker bee society, and everyone's stressed to the max. And I was listening to a Tony Robbins inspirational talk the other day, and he was talking about a puddle. And can you think of, you know, maybe somebody in your life who, when they see a puddle, you know, what do? Well, they walk around the puddle, right? Some people walk around it. Some people maybe curse a little as they're walking around it because they have to change their path. And others, it like will completely ruin their day. That puddle has just like squashed any positivity that they've experienced so far. But look at it from a child's point of view. You know, if a child comes up to a puddle, what do? They jump in it, right? They're like, yeah, puddle, woo, you know? And I think that that's the outlook that a lot of us have to take on these, you know, these different situations, is we kind of have to have that attitude, like, let's just go for it. I don't know what's going to happen, but let me just go for it. And so it's that type of attitude that, you know, that's why I talk about the compliment, is because a compliment could help to lift somebody's spirit, to you know, build them up. And it's not something that we're just saying so that they join us or you know, purchase your products. That's not what I'm saying. It's, you know, you do your part as a good human and let them know that they're doing a great job with whatever it is. I mean, when I'm contacting people for my invitations and I'm letting them know, listen, I'm in a hurry, I only have a few minutes to talk, but you've been super successful in business, and I really admire that about you. So I would love to sit down and connect with you about something new that I'm doing, and really pick your brain and get some feedback from you. So that right there is like 2 minutes of my time, 2 minutes of their time. I've you know, expressed that invitation for them. And you would be surprised at how open and caring people are when it comes to someone needing their help. Don't be afraid to say to somebody, listen, I'm starting something new and I would love to pick your brain and get your thoughts. With our live with Jennifer last night, I was messaging with people and talking and saying, listen, even if this is something that you're not open to, I would love for you to just view and get on there, because I've never worked with skincare before and I would love your feedback. And people just generally by nature want to help. So step 1, be in a hurry. Step 2, compliment your friend, family member, prospect, whoever it is that you're talking to. Step 3 is actually make the invitation. You know, if you don't ask for something, people don't know to do it or to give it. A lot of times we miss that step. We think, oh, well, maybe they'll just say to us, hey, remember to, or make sure you, can I come to this? Or make sure you invite me to this. No, we have to take that initial step. We have to have control. And, you know, so actually making the invitation is such an important part. I'm going to post a link to a really great website that gives, you know, different verbiage. I know that a lot of you have reached out to me wanting to know what to say, how to say it. And so I like using these different templates because they'll help you articulate a really great way to reach out to people that you'll feel confident about. And that's really what this is all about, is you feeling comfortable and confident with your invitation so that you can get people in front of either your expert or to a meeting, in front of a presentation, or to, you know, a glow party with our timeless skincare line, whatever the case may be. Invite, because that exposure and sharing is going to be key with duplication. Okay. So, you know, I will highlight that on the make the invitation, pay attention to what people say to you. You know, I was walking with a friend the other day and she was talking about how her husband had earned all these bonuses and trips through his company. And I asked if she was eligible to do the same with her company. And she said, no. And I said, well, you know, is that something that you would really want to benefit from? Like, is that something that you'd really like to strive for with your goals, with working towards something? And she said, absolutely. You know, I think that that would push me even more if it wasn't just a paycheck, if it was something else attached to it, you know, that would make me feel really good about that achievement, a vacation, or, you know, an extra bonus so she wants to buy a camper, you know, whatever the case may be. And so it wasn't on that first discussion that we talked about it, but then, you know, following discussion, I just said, listen, I have something that I would really like to share with you, because I know how hard you work and how driven you are. And I think that you should be rewarded with bonuses and trips and all of the above. And so that was my way of inviting her to learn more based on something that she was looking for. So don't be afraid to ask those questions before you make that invitation. All right, next, let's talk about the if I would you. And I love this. This is step 4. You know, most people, if you just say, you know, will you take a sample, or will you do this, or will you come to a meeting, would you do this? A lot of people will say no, because they won't really, they won't understand your intentions or whatever the case may be. But when you use the format, if I, would you, it just changes the dynamic of the conversation. It takes all of the pressure off of everybody. You know, you're making it a more relaxed discussion, but you're also putting some accountability on them. You know, if I invited you to my glow party, would you come and bring a few friends to help support, you know, the launch of this product line? I mean, I would do that. And I'm pretty sure all of you on here would too. And so it's just the format of the, you know, if I, would you, to get that yes or no. It's almost like, you know, getting that commitment, or just finding out if somebody is just completely not interested. And that's really what we want here. We don't want that limbo period. We want to get an answer, you know, is this something that you would be interested in? If I invited you, would you come? Would you bring friends? If I offered you a sample, would you take it and let me know what you thought? All of those scenarios work perfectly. Okay. Now we have step 5, and this is get a time commitment. This is important because I tell people all the time, follow up is key in this business. Do not wait for people to call you. Okay, after you talk to somebody, or when you're talking to somebody, you want to set up the next exposure, always setting up the next exposure. You know, we are not hunters. We're not shooting to kill. We are fishermen, you know, or we are farmers. Not fishermen, farmers, that's what I meant. So you want to sow seeds, and you want to continue to build those relationships and build people, because that's what we're doing here with Living to Be. This is not about a quick sale. This is about nurturing people and creating that space for them to have that commitment towards bettering themselves, bettering their financial situation, bettering their future. And so it's a process, and we can't just shoot to kill, because, you know, then you don't have a team of hope brokers, you know, then it's just you. So getting that commitment from them is going to be really important. You know, when you are following up, let them know, listen, you know, I like to use a scale of 1 to 10. how ready are you to get started? Well, I'm a 5. Okay, so how do I get you from a 5 to a 10? Well, I need to talk to my spouse, or I need to look at the website, or I need to talk to my doctor. Okay, perfect. Find out what information they need, and then let them know, listen, I'm going to give you this, this, and this, and I'm going to follow up with you. Okay, today's Sunday, so when are you going to talk to your spouse? Well, I'll probably talk to them tonight. Perfect. I'm going to give you a call back Monday night. Okay, and give a specific time and let them know if they have any questions in the meantime to just go ahead and write those down so that when you talk Monday evening, you'll be able to answer any other questions that they might have. If you're sending them information, all right, take a look at this information and I'm gonna follow up with you. Is Wednesday good? Will Wednesday work for you? Don't be afraid to set those dates because we are all busy, right? All of us, we're all very busy. And so we want to make sure that we have all of those schedules in place, written down so that you can stay on top of it. This is your business, guys. You have to treat it like a business. And I promise you, as it starts to grow, you want to make sure that you have these systems in place for following up. And you want to teach those to your team so that that duplication continues on down the line and everyone will be successful. All right, so getting the time commitment, getting them to say yes to, when you're gonna follow up with them. And here's another great thing. If you've already had some calls with people or some meetings and you haven't made that commitment to the follow-up, if you haven't gotten that from them, it's okay, it's not too late. Shoot them a message today and say, it was so nice catching up with you, or it was so nice talking with you the other day. I really want to get your thoughts. I want to know what you love most about the material I sent. I want to know what you love most about what you saw on the Facebook Live. I want to know what you love most about what you learned in our conversation, whatever it is. And then say, I'm going to follow up with you on, if I don't hear from you by Wednesday, I'll follow up with you on Wednesday. Well, today's Wednesday. Okay, Thursday. Don't be afraid to go back and do that. There are no mistakes that you'll make that can't be corrected. So I don't want you to ever worry about making a mistake, okay? Because that was something that will hold you back. Okay, so we've got the commitment and you want to confirm it again, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Get the time and the number, which is step 7. And if I skip step 6, that's the confirmation. Step 7 is get time and number, and step 8 is get off the phone or get out of the store or wherever you're at, because you are a busy person, they are a busy person, and you don't want to just stay in that limbo. You're going in, you're having the conversation, you're in a hurry, you're following all those steps, and then you're out the door, you're off the phone, because you don't want to stay in that conversation mode, or else you'll be on the phone forever, and you might even ruin the opportunity for you to keep this person interested. So those are the 8 steps. I am going to post this link in our affiliate group because it's a great way for you to put together a script for yourself to practice. I don't follow scripts anymore because I've read so many books and I've really developed the verbiage that I like, where I'm being me and, just being genuine with all the conversations I have and the relationships that I build. And I want that for you guys too, but everybody has to start somewhere. And this is a really good place to start for you guys to be able to put together that conversation, build your confidence, and go out there and share what we have here with Living to Be. We've got these incredible products. Congratulations to Joette for becoming VIP. She's doing an incredible job, and Lexi, you're doing so great with her, and everyone else that you're working with. You guys are all doing such an amazing job, and I just want to thank you for getting on this Zoom with me today. I am going to challenge everyone. I would love for you all to reach out and make 5 invitations today. 5 invitations, whether it's to a, where we do a phone call, a 3-way, and you share your story and we get them some information, or maybe it's an invitation to a meeting that you're holding. Maybe it's an invitation to one of our Facebook Lives. I want each and every one of you to make 5 invitations today. And if you need help with any of it, you know where to find me. So I'm going to open up the lines real quick before I let you all go and see if anyone has any questions on anything.
It's long lasting.
All right, everybody's unmuted. So any questions? Yes, no, maybe so?
Hey, Lindsay, great job.
Thank you. Is that Calvin? No. Who is that? I just see your picture, Calvin.
Yes, it is me.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to let you all go so you can go and start making those invitations. If you need anything, like I said, you know where to find me. So happy Wednesday, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Happy Wednesday. Be safe,
Bye-bye.
everyone.